Hi everybody. I'm in my Frozen. I'm in Frozen. I'm in the movie Frozen. It's called My Real Life because it's like -4 degrees here and it's cold outside. And but my car is warm right now, so I'm not as frozen as if I was Elsa, for instance. Anyway, I want to make a video on a specific topic, and I think a lot of people will relate to this topic. A lot of people who are in this spiritual neck of the woods are interested in human ascension, feel like they're going through ascension symptoms, feel just the world today. A lot of people feel burdened by life. They feel like they don't belong here. They just want to feel happy. They feel squashed by the world. They feel like death is the only way to freedom. I get a lot of these types of requests for help. And every soul, everybody that I do energy work for instance, their energetic balance looks totally different. Every single person looks different. If I do a repeat session, it's very common for it to be the energy signature has like a consistency about it, but we got to find out what your normal balance is. So we got to do things to bring you back into what is your soul's specific normal balance. So I'm just going to pause for a moment and close my eyes because Abby, as a human being, everybody is going through something different, even though it all sounds the same. It all sounds the same. I'm struggling to find joy. I don't want to live here anymore. I don't feel like I belong here. I need help. I feel like death is the only way to life. I feel like this is my last lifetime and I just want it to be over already. I get this all the time. So what is causing this? Is it ascension? Is it energy shifts? Are we at the end of an energetic, a huge long incarnation cycle and we're just finishing up all the last bits of our cleanup before we ascend to a new incarnation cycle? It's so many things. It's so many things. So as a human being, I wouldn't know where to even begin to talk about this. So I'm just going to close my eyes here and I'll connect with my higher self and then channel a message, okay? For anybody who feels like they fit into this category, I'm going to get a message for you, okay? So, just a moment here. So, my journey begins, and it's an icy world, believe it or not. It's actually like an icicle that I'm standing on, but it's a pathway. So you know how icicles they have a point, icicles have a point. It's just like some jokes, really, they get to the point too. Like, icicles too have a point. That's a joke. Okay, anyway, this icicle has a point, and the point is it's a pathway, okay? So when you lay it out, it kind of looks like it's going, the point goes into the distance. So I'm walking on what looks like an icicle that's lying flat. So I'm just following this. There's all sorts of rings of illusion, disillusionment. It feels like every step I take, there's another sort of echoing ring of confusions. And it is disorienting in my mind. It's disorienting in my head. I feel like when I look straight ahead, I'm also looking backwards. I also feel like I can't see into my future. I feel alone, and I feel like I can't, I don't want to move forward by myself as the only one who understands me, as the only one who experiences what I experience. I feel alone on this journey. They're asking you, do you feel alone on this journey? They're asking you, how many thousands of people feel alone on this journey? How many thousands of people are interested in human ascension right now, are interested in this topic right now? You're not alone. You are not alone, okay? You may think that you are alone. You may feel that you're alone. You may feel you're the only one in your community, but that's not the truth. There's a bit of a stern conversation developing here, because it's not good enough. It is not good enough for you to simply say, I am alone and there is nobody else. That's not good enough, because you're not alone and there are many people just like you out there. And if you want to revitalize yourself, you need to start honoring the truth. You need to start seeing that the truth is you are not alone. Now, I want you to say that to yourself. I am not alone. Actually say that out loud. I want you to say, I am not alone. That is one affirmation that you need to start adjusting to. I am not alone. And now, the more you say I am not alone, you manifest a reality where you aren't alone. If you continue to say I am alone, now you believe it, now you manifest the experience. You're not doing anything to change or alter the pattern of your experience. So you have to start saying I am not alone. What is in the distance of your life? Is the distance of your life I am alone? Because if the distance, as in the future of your life, is based on the affirmation I am alone, now you manifest your future. So it's important to identify this now moment is based on the affirmation I am not alone, and now live in that reality. Be the truth seeker. Be the discoverer of the reality that you are not alone. You're watching this video because the message is you need to hear this. You are not alone, and you need to identify with that, because you need to start changing the vocal piece of what you're communicating to all that you are, to the universe, to all the energy patterns around you. You need to start making heart-to-heart connections. One of the hardest things for people in a spiritual pathway, in a world that hasn't opened up quite yet to spiritual enlightenment of this kind, the world is open to religion, right? The world is open to a book that tells you what to do, and let's just keep doing the same thing that we've been doing. Like, people want instructions, people want rules, people want to feel a part of a church, a part of a group. But us enlightened seekers, us ascension goers, us other types, we're different. And where do we fit in? Well, we need to start creating a group so that we have a welcoming home for each other. And we need to do that. The world hasn't latched onto the value of alternative spirituality just yet. That doesn't mean you're alone. And that doesn't mean you need to feel alone. Again, you need to say, I'm not alone, and you need to say it from your heart. You need to experience the truth of this conversation. I am not alone. It's interesting because they're showing me Elsa. There's no coincidence. There's never any freaking coincidence. It's cold. It's icy. It's snowy out. I'm freezing. I'm like Anna, living in an Elsa world. So Elsa, she has some magical powers, right? She felt, too, that she was misunderstood and didn't have a home. And she cast herself out. She needed somebody to help her discover how loved that she is, and welcome her to be surrounded by love and encourage her to be herself. And when she is herself, now she can bring joy in life and bring her magic into other people's lives. It's a misconception that your magic is not needed here. It is a misconception that your Elsa heart is not needed in this world. That you are an outcast and therefore you need to go build your icy home out in the middle of nowhere with a giant monster to guard it. Nobody can get into your world. So now we can understand why you feel alone. Because you are manifesting the reality just like Elsa manifested it for herself. There's just a moment of pause. So there's a point to this icicle. It's a joke, and it's funny, but it's serious too. It's lighthearted. Bring the love into your heart and melt away your fears of being yourself. A lot of the pain and suffering souls are enduring right now, the souls that are waking up to the spiritual reality, is they don't know where they fit in, and they're ready to be more their soul than their human identity. Therefore, how do they fit into society? You gotta realize that your love is the one thing this world needs more than anything else. And you discovering how to be yourself and how to share that love naturally, how to be more caring, more compassionate, how to open up your arms, your home even, how to get a spiritual group going in your community for like-minded souls. There's this thing called meetup.com. I talk about Meetup every now and then. Anyway, meetup.com is awesome. You can find a hobby group, a like-minded group in any community across the globe. You can start your own group as well, and you can ask for donations too. That way you get compensated, for a time and just sharing your space or whatever it might be. And you meet like-minded people who are supportive. And for instance, there's Reiki groups, there's spiritual enlightenment, psychic development groups, there's chess playing groups, there's dog lovers groups, there's travelers, people who love to take vacations groups. There's groups of all kinds all over the world, and spiritual groups, and you can start your own group as well. So again, we are talking about those souls that feel burdened by the experience of living. You gotta shake and rattle the cage of your life, because you gotta transition out of being human, because you're not human. You're more soul, you're more your light essence, you're more your love essence, and you haven't realized that this world has open arms to you and is welcoming you to be yourself. And if you feel your life is surrounded by people who aren't ready for that yet, you're mistaken. They need to learn about who you are, and they need to love you for who you are. So if you're hiding yourself, if you're not being truly yourself, you need to work on this. Elsa too needed to work on it. Elsa too needed to start being herself, stop hiding in her room, come out of her room, and just start loving herself for who she is and start being herself. Her life did not give her an opportunity to know that it was okay to be her. And a lot of our lives have not given us the opportunity to know it's okay to be us either. And that type of learning is teaching us that we don't belong and pushing us away from society, from loved ones, from our true purpose, which is to be involved in the communities that we live in and to start discovering who we are through the interactions that we're having with others and through being more ourselves than we've ever been before. If there's one repetitive message that I've been getting, December of 2017 and now, still 2018, be yourself. Be yourself more than you've ever been before. Talk about your spirituality with people at work that won't get it. You might be surprised they're a little more open-minded than you would think. Just express yourself. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to be you. And keep working on you being you and fill your heart with love. You're here for a reason. You have to say that to yourself, I am here for a reason. And that is a very, very good reason indeed. My higher self has an explanation, has a reason, and a purpose for all of this. And I need to believe in that purpose. And if I need my higher self to reveal to me what that purpose is, I'm going to say to the universe now, I open my heart to my higher self. I ask you to please reveal to me my purpose. Reveal to me the next step. Fill my heart with love. I am choosing to admit I belong here. I'm going to own this body. I'm going to own this experience on earth, and I'm ready now. I'm ready for my calling. I'm ready as a light worker. I'm ready as a human being here to share my light, my love, my soul with the world. I'm ready for the higher frequency, my higher self, the universe, to enlighten my pathway, to enlighten me and to show me the next thing. And stay open to it. Don't go in here. Go into your heart, always positive, and keep it open. And welcome the next activity. Welcome the next motivation. Because if you're saying I'm ready now, but then you're going back to a bah humbuggy way of living and continue to say, why me, why me, why me? That's not ascension. That's you giving up. That's you giving up and saying the universe isn't helping me, but you're not choosing to help yourself. You have got to identify with the reality that you too are part of the process. You too are part of the process of ascension. Ascension is going to shift and change you and mold you in new ways, and you got to keep working with it. You got to keep moving with it, and you can't give up. And you got to start realizing that affirmations are powerful. Acclamations, proclamations to the universe to say, I am ready now. Every single day, open my eyes, fill me with light. Higher self, I long to see you. Visit me in my dreams. Show me another way. I'm going to buy a journal. I'm going to start talking. This is my spiritual enlighten, my human ascension journal. I'm going to start writing in it about something spiritual or magical I see every single day. And you're just going to keep up with it, okay? Because you're going to become devoted to this. Some people get devoted to their physical fitness, and it's just mind-boggling. Like they're devoted to it. And a lot of us get devoted, to our televisions, to complaining inside our heads about our lives. We get devoted to this stuff. But how much are we devoting our time and our effort into saying, my spiritual enlightenment, my human ascension journey, it matters and it deserves devotion. It deserves devotion as much as my physical health, as much as time to relax and watch TV, as much as, and more so than the worries of my life. I mean, it matters more so than the worries of my life, because positive thinking, positive affirmations, saying I'm ready now, working with the spirit realm, identifying that you can do this, that you are psychic, that you have everything you need. It's all inside your heart. It's all inside yourself. Watch my playlists. I got psychic development playlists. I've got how-to playlists. I've got free Reiki attunements. I got cheap manuals on my website. I offer psychic mentoring services, spiritual healing. I'm here to help you. You also need to be here to help yourself, and you need to identify that you are here for a reason. You need to own it. You need to feel your feet firmly on this ground, and you need to discover that you, the Elsa of this world, your magic matters. And you are a part of this world, and you are a beautiful part of this world, and this world needs you. And welcome yourself to participate in living and growing here, and in releasing what no longer serves your purpose, which is anything that is inspiring you to create an icy castle far away where you belong alone. It's not the truth. Death does not manifest ascension. Death just manifests rebirth into a new experience of learning. So get the learning done now so you can reap the reward and the benefit later. Don't worry about death. Don't worry about when that's meant to happen. Just focus on the devotion to love, to healing yourself, to making your life, your purpose, your identity, your meaning the most important thing to focus on. So that's all I'm going to share for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all that you share, everybody who comments, the messages that I get in my inbox. I get it. I relate to you. I know what it's like to struggle here, and I'm overcoming that struggle quite easily by being myself. I overcame 20 years of severe suicidal depression. If I would have ended my life, I wouldn't be here right now to tell you about this. How did I do it? I never gave up. And I told the universe, I'm going to prove to you that I can conquer this lifetime no matter how you suffocate me with one miserable event after another, and cut me off from real human interactions and the experience of love. It was like I was born to be an invisible person, misunderstood, and that I didn't have a place in this world. I dedicated my life to being as human as I could possibly be, and I gave my all to every entry-level professional job I worked because I couldn't get a promotion into something even worthwhile, because I wasn't meant to, because I wasn't being myself, because I wasn't meant to be a human being. I was meant to be an ascended version of light, a speaker of love, a prophet, I suppose, or just an average Joe who loves human beings, loves planet Earth, and wants to help people remember who they are. Aren't you that too? Aren't you for this same purpose that I am for? Does that make me any more special than you? Or it just makes me realize that it is time for me now? Is it time for you now? Tell the universe what you're ready for and welcome the universe to manifest that for you. And stop saying I'm alone. Stop saying there's nobody here for me. Start saying I'm not alone. This world is full of ambitious, beautiful, spiritual, enlightened minds, and I'm ready to meet them. Actively pursue a meetup group. Get yourself involved. Stop thinking negatively. Every time you get a negative thought pop into your head, you pop it with a positive thought. Start taking the time to look into your face in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are. And I'm serious about this. This isn't something you're just going to put in your head and, and then blink your eyes and now it disappears and you go back to saying, why me? This is a video where you're going to put it in your head, you're going to put it in your heart, you're going to put it in your emotional gut region, you're going to put it in your throat, you're going to put it in your higher consciousness and grounded and sexual body and all that you are. Because we are made up of all these energy bodies that are interconnected. And there are life force energy, there are identity, there are humanistic life experience that is you sharing your soul. It is your way of sharing your soul. So bring this wisdom inside yourself, own it, be reborn by it, and become the Elsa that you are. Become the magic this world is longing to see. Be ready, because the time is now. I'm telling you, the time is now. So, that's all I'm going to say. Thank you guys for watching. Again, visit my website. I'm here to help. It's abbynormalswisdomquest.com. I do journey healing and wisdom services. I do psychic mentoring. I do all kinds of stuff. Just go visit my website and get yourself booked in and let me help you. Let me get to know your unique soul so we can get a feel for what not only energy work to get you rebalanced, but actually talking about what I see, what it means to me, and giving you advice and tips to help you grow out of what you're experiencing right now. Because light workers need light work done too, and we need to start helping each other, and I'm here to help. So, and check out my playlist. I've got plenty of videos. I've got, I think, 700 videos right now. So go dip into some playlists. There's plenty of like free psychic like mentoring wisdom to help you step into your gifts. There is lots of Heal Today videos where I share healing with everybody in the video. So get yourself some healing today. Get yourself attuned to Reiki. Get yourself a manual and start working on it. This video is to fill you with ideas and opportunities so you don't have an excuse or a reason to say, why me? Why am I alone? Why am I cut off? I'm here talking to you right now saying you are not alone, you are not cut off, and I, Abby, my YouTube channel alone has a plethora of opportunity for you to grow. Again, step into your magic and realize that today is the day you got this thing, okay? Okay, so thank you again. Happy New Year. Happy 2018. I love you guys, and have a great day.